I have with me Mr. G.S. Bora, former DIG of the RAW, and also Major Mohommed Ali Shah, defense expert, with us on the broadcast. So, Major Mohommed Ali Shah, let me bring you into the conversation, sir. It is important for India to also recognize the significance of soft power, of cultural connects, and perhaps this move comes, we can say better late than never.
Absolutely, Devika. Firstly, I would like to tell all my Nepali brothers and sisters who are watching us, Kasha Cha, Dik Cha, Ram Rol Cha, Basnus. So it is, Nepal has always been a younger brother to India, always. And we've had exceptional time with Nepal. We do not need a passport or visa to visit each other. It's like be-takalo, without any formality. You enter someone's house and you can just go without seeking an appointment. That's the kind of relationship we've had with Nepal. It's only, as Mr. Bora rightly pointed out, in 2020, when Mr. K.P. Sharma's government, actually they took out a map of Nepal. Limpidura, Kalapani, Limpu Lake, those areas were demarcated wrongly in that. And also Mr. K.P. Sharma only had banned a 110-page textbook which showed the Indian map. So that time Nepal was under Chinese influence. And that was when a small rift started coming in. But we took it like our younger brother has got spoiled for the time being. Doesn't matter, it happens. They will come back. And they have come back now. They came back immediately after that. That's a different thing. Because China also did Islamic slicing in Nepal. They entered Hamla district, which is 70 kilometers from our Pithoda district. And they constructed pillar number 11, number 12 illegally. And that was all shown by satellite imaging. Technology does not lie. Though Mr. K.P. Sharma only tried his best to cover it up, favoring the Chinese because they were under Chinese influence. And now what better day than today? Buddha Purnima. When our Prime Minister flies from Uttar Pradesh, from the place where Gautam Buddha was attained Nirvana in fact. And he goes to the place where Gautam Buddha was born. And he comes back. The same day, he would have lunch with Mr. Sheikh Bahadur Deoba on his invitation. The Sheikh Bahadur Deoba was in India just about a month back for 3 days. So we've had exceptional times. We've had Nepali troops in our Indian Army, the Gurkha troops, with the Assam Rifles where I served, where I picked up Nepali, where I have affinity towards my Nepali brethren. So yes, they couldn't have been a better day than today, and yet our ties with Nepal were always strengthened. They will end up strengthening more. And gives a loud and clear message even to our adversary China, that if you try to separate two brothers, two friends, you will not be successful for too long. And Nepal is something which is of, even places like Durgawari on the Nepalese border, we often have small bit of trade going on with them as well. Though the Nepalese troops are there in British Army as well, but let me tell you their loyalty. Field Marshal Sam Manekshaw, who was the chief of the army staff and later on rose to become the Field Marshal, said if a man says he's not scared of dying, either he's lying or he is a Gurkha. That's a Nepalese in a way. So yes, in fact, it's a fifth visit, as you rightly brought out, Devika, of our Prime Minister since 2014, since he took over. And the first visit of any Indian Prime Minister to Nepal's land where Gautam Buddha was born. This is really very significant internationally and great leadership. And let me tell you again, in diplomacy, these small things matter. From where the Prime Minister would take off by chopper, from where he will land, and the area of taking off and the destination. So I commend our Minister of External Affairs for taking such a fine step. In fact, there has been no agenda which was demarcated. There was no agenda which was decided that we will talk on these terms. But I perceive, if you would ask me, 5 major points. And all those 5 major points cover education. With the Kathmandu University, with assigning 5 different MOUs with regards to education, and that's the only way forward, Devika.
Right, absolutely. I thank both our panelists for joining us this morning to give their perspective on this very significant visit of the Prime Minister.